Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, and what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Kansas Jayhawks taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Kansas offense will take the field first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Jayhawks have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wideout. Got room to work. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Sends it back in motion. Runs through a tackle. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Running back searching for a hole. Tripped up for the tackle. The Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll leave it with the lone back.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 11th play of this opening drive coming up at this one, a 3rd and long. Going to try to get it himself. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Georgia Southern's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even
going for a big play right off the bat. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Let's talk for a second about Kansas. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to Memphis. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Guys, let's look at the big picture for Georgia Southern. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with the commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program, and he's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quarterback on the keeper. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Across the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And the Jayhawks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. This time they'll go to the running game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Wants to adjust the pattern. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He makes a catch. And he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20. The Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The give from the gun. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Here comes the heat. Looking for the score. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Eagles want to move quickly.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Makes the grab. And the Jayhawks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, better look out! Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
At the 36. First down for the offense.
Makes the catch. It's Hendricks. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Jayhawks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hendricks. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Trying play action. Gets it out fast.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
First and goal, Kansas.
Gonna look downfield again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Big fella moving. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Jayhawks. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Georgia Southern, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Fires to the right. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Brings up third down.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Eagles are on the move.
First down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball? Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Snap in the shotgun. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Georgia Southern comes to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Slings it. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the catch. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
Picks up 6. Brings up 2nd down.
And the Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Tackled on the play at the 39-yard line.
The give to the tailback. Turns it on in midfield. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Hendricks. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
At the 36. 2nd down.
Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Hendricks. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Kansas.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
27, Georgia Southern, 7.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
And the Jayhawks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
The Eagles want to crank the tempo. Quick pass on the jet motion. Jukes his way for more. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Makes one man miss, and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Eagles come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's inside the 15. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Eagles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Kansas offense returns to the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. He's got it. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Slides away. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Here comes the offense onto the field again. to the air on first down. He uncorks one deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Wants to fire on second down. Swings it out to his running back. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Trying to set up the screen.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. Wants to go up top. Trying to get rid of it. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. How about this job by the defense? A well-disguised blitz by the free safety results in a sack.
And you don't blitz the free safety much because he's a guy that stays back usually. But what do? You said well-disguised. That's what you got to do. You got to make it look like you're dropping for a pass, bring the blitz. Offensive line was full. He comes flying through there, untouched, gets the sack.
Second down, he'll throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fakes to grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Hendricks. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
At the 46-yard line. First down for the offense.
Now the play fake. Makes the grab down the middle. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Powers forward. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk! And the beatdown has ensued. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Damian O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 11 to Memphis. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Johns. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Zings it complete to the right.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He wants to throw it again. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. He breaks the tackle. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. And the Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johns. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Eagles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they'll try to tack on 2. And he makes the catch, but just a hair out of the back of the end zone. It'll be incomplete.
That keeps the score. Kansas, 34.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Sweet cut there.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Georgia Southern, 16.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Second down coming up.
They'll run play action. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
First down for the offense.
Leaves it with the back. Finds some fresh air.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. And the Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And the punishment has been extended. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
48, Georgia Southern, 23.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Got the quick completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Johns. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.